Well, we all know the cost of living is high on the Central Coast. KSBY News is working with you throughout 2020 to help navigate that challenge. In this Price of Paradise segment, KSBY's Dustin KLEMANN takes a closer look at the challenges for young professionals looking to stake out a career here on the Central Coast.
The crashing waves, the red-orange sunsets, the rolling hills. The view here is unmatched. And for young professionals like myself, the price is unmatched as well.
I expected having to move out of the area, if not out of the state, let alone being able to actually be afforded the opportunity to go to Cal Poly itself.
Orchid native Kevin Hurtado graduated last year and is a mechanical engineer. The starting salary?
It's roughly around 68 to about 75,000.
The average value of a home in San Luis Obispo County, $635,000. But that number is even higher in the city of San Luis Obispo, where Hurtado lives.
It's a bit disheartening in looking at the housing prices that are here, and a lot of the newer houses that are being built are way out of my price range if I were to buy one alone.
Salaries on the minds of Cal Poly students as they line up to meet with 175 employers at the career fair.
SLO is actually the third highest destination point for our graduates. So 17% of our graduates from the class of 2018 stayed here, and over the last 3 years, 12% of our students stayed here. So SLO is attractive to our students.
There you go, good luck today.
SLO has kind of the whole gamut. You got the young, kind of fun life here, and then you kind of have the when you're starting to settle down, it's a place you want to set your roots.
Alumni and entrepreneur Zachary is here recruiting. His company, Project JUPYTER, is open source programming, building software for scientists around the globe.
I don't think it's a hard sell in terms of if we can supply them an income that they can live off of, which we can. All we have to say is the beach is 10 minutes that way.
The average annual wage in San Luis Obispo County is $50,000, which could deter some of the workforce. But for students we spoke with, it's a lack of job opportunities forcing them away.
Given that I am sort of more oriented towards the technology startup scene, I thought that the South Bay area may be a place with more opportunities.
I kind of wish it was more in like an actual bigger city, and I could kind of work with more firms and companies.
I just don't think there's a lot of like major companies yet in San Luis Obispo. I mean, tech fields, things like that, that's getting pretty popular. I think some like business growth needs to happen a little bit, and I think a lot more students would probably stay.
Maybe when you're 22 to 24, that maybe your San Luis Obispo doesn't seem to be the fit, but by the time you hit 30, we're trying to encourage those folks to come back, and we're seeing some of that happen.
Jim D'Antona, San Luis Obispo Chamber of Commerce's president and CEO, says leaders are working on housing to ensure bright minds can do business in the happiest city in America.
We're seeing a lot of students coming out of Cal Poly, and even people in the later part of their career, starting up their own companies to meet the needs of the community. And we've developed a lot of folks around here who want to invest in those startups and be at the ground floor starting these companies, to be that next mind body.
There is hope. A number of groups, including SLO Under 40, are creating a network among young professionals to make housing more affordable.
The under 40 community feels empowered to get involved and to show up and to get civically engaged is pretty incredible. And I think that we're going to see all of the fruits of that labor start to shift what kind of community we live in for the next 5-10 years.
Kelly Donahue, a founding member of SLO U40, says there is no silver bullet answer to young professionals working 2, sometimes 3 jobs to make ends meet. But the participation to finding answers is a major step forward.
Are we where we want to be? I don't think so. But do I think we can get there? I do think that.
The average age of San Luis Obispo County is 39, but if efforts are successful to make this a place more attractive to put down roots, they hope to make the age closer to the state average of 35. Living and working in San Luis Obispo, I'm Dustin KLEMANN, KSBY News.
And here at KSBY, we are committed to addressing issues to help get us through these challenges of the Price of Paradise. We want to hear from you. What are the issues that concern you when it comes to the Price of Paradise here on the Central Coast? You can email us at news@ksby.com, or you can message us on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter.